Welcome back into the Dort Report alongside Will Byram. I'm Billy Derrick, and we are honored to welcome into the show Colin Smith, the fresh Vanderbilt basketball commit, the 6'8", 200-pound, four-star power forward. He's originally from Dallas, Texas, but he's going over to Compass Prep in Arizona to play his senior year this season. He's one of the top 40 players at his position, and because of his commitment, Vanderbilt now has the number 12 recruiting class in the country behind, and they're only behind Arkansas in the SEC. So really awesome that we're able to have Colin on here on the show a day after his commitment. So Colin, how you doing? Thanks for taking the time, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm feeling good.
I want to start here, Colin. You had some offers from some of the elite college basketball programs in the country. Looking at your offer sheet, it was really impressive. And I think we had an inkling. We had some rumors swirling about you potentially coming to Vandy, and it was awesome to see that on Sunday. But what separated Coach Stackhouse and Vanderbilt from the rest of the pack for you?
Yeah, for me, growing up, my parents always had like an emphasis on education and stuff like that. So Vanderbilt obviously stood out in that department. So, and then having Coach Stackhouse as a coach, someone that was in the NBA, knows how to get around and stuff like that. And the coaching staff, I just love the coaching staff. So, it all just came together. Good basketball school and good basketball. I mean, just good academics. It's just the perfect mix I was looking for. And it was just a great fit.
Yeah, and we always like, we've had recruits on before, and for some fans who haven't seen your film, I think Will and I have seen a little bit of it, but now that you're at Compass Prep, I'm sure we'll be able to watch you on ESPN with you guys having a national schedule now. But for some of the fans who are wondering what kind of player you are and what kind of player Stackhouse is getting in Colin Smith, how would you describe your game to people who may not know?
I think I would describe it like someone that just all around. I feel like I could affect the game in like so many different ways. I can shoot it from deep, go to the rim, catch a body, and then just lock up on defense, but also a leader on the court and off the court. So I think that's what I bring.
Yeah, so that's pretty broad terms of there, and you can be as cocky or as humble here as you want with this answer. If you had to describe one NBA player to compare your game to, who would that be? It's a tough question.
It's a tough question. But like throughout this whole recruiting thing, a lot of coaches compare me to like a Paul George type player, like a two-way player. So I guess I like a Paul George type player.
Hey,
so would you kind of put yourself there as like a three? I know I think you're classified as a power forward there, but you're that kind of stretch power forward. Would you put yourself as more of a three or a four in any team that you're playing for?
I'd probably say like a three. That's why I usually play.
That's a
okay. So a little bit more towards the guard spot there than necessarily banging around to the post as that power forward.
That's some pretty good news, Will, comparing himself to Paul George. I think Vandy fans are going to like that. But Colin, I want to go to Noah Shelby and Lee Dort, and Vanderbilt. They got those two guys at the same time, and we're kind of thinking of them as the package deal. We weren't sure if we were going to get another 4-star, but the fact that you have committed. How close are you to those guys? Have you met them in person yet? And how much did they influence your decision to come to Vandy?
Yeah, I've known those guys for a while since I've known Lee since freshman year. I've known Noah since I was a kid. We always used to go at it in AAU ball. So, but I played with them my freshman year in AAU, and Noah and I went to the same high school until sophomore year. So we definitely had that connection. And, obviously they've been recruiting me since they committed. So,
they finally got you. Well, I want to ask you about those two. What makes, obviously they're the package deal, but now you're in there. So it seems like you guys are the trio deal now, especially with you being from Texas also. How would you describe their game and kind of their relationship and why that helped you commit? Because, without them, who knows, you may not be here.
Right. Well, I mean, like, obviously they have a really strong connection. They've been playing with each other a lot, the big center, big body. And then you got Noah, a point guard who can shoot it really well. So I think that's definitely something they are really connected in that type of sense. So, obviously a little comfortable having some people that are already connected and just being able to have that coming in the next level too. So.
Yeah, we talked about the on the court Vanderbilt having the academic side that you wanted, the being a good basketball school that you wanted, and being able to be paired with some guys you're at least familiar with their style of play and know you can kind of mesh with. But Vanderbilt's in a pretty cool city. I think that's describing it pretty well, especially compared to some of these other colleges out there. So how much of an influence did the city of Nashville have on ultimately you committing to Vanderbilt, and how excited are you to be in the Music City?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first heard Nashville, I was thinking country type stuff. But when I first came to visit, it was the total opposite. Like straight in the city, all the vibes were crazy, and just all the schools that are surrounding it. So that was definitely surprising, and definitely made it a little bit better for me because I wasn't really expecting that. So it was definitely nice seeing that.
So I gotta ask, have you been on Broadway yet?
Yeah, I walked around there for a little bit during my visits, but didn't really do too much.
He's a few years away from having the full Broadway experience there, Billy.
Coach Stack is probably happy with that too. He doesn't want his guys down there too much. Colin, I want to go here now. Kind of, we every time we have a guy like this on, especially a 4-star, I think some fans instantly get excited because they see 4-star, 5-star. So, do you have a message to Vandy fans out there, and maybe some people that are saying, oh, he chose Vanderbilt instead of Michigan or Arizona or some of these other schools. But what's your message to Vandy fans, and what do you have to say in terms of the future and what you guys can do on West End?
Yeah, obviously we had a really strong recruiting class. So, we come to look to win, obviously just want to have that winning mentality and just start a new culture at Vanderbilt, just a winning culture. And I feel like we could definitely do that with the players that are there now and the ones that are coming. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, this has been awesome. I got one more though for you. Vanderbilt is a school in the SEC. So with the SEC, the conference right now, it's really unreal how many good teams there are. I mean, you chose Vandy over a school like Arkansas too, where Vanderbilt's just behind Arkansas right now. And you also got, of course, Kentucky, Tennessee, LSU, and all kinds of teams that are right there. How excited are you to play in the SEC? And how much did that play into your decision?
Yeah, it definitely played a part, being in a strong conference, having good competition, just going against top guys all the time. So I think that definitely played a role, just wanting to get better as the season goes on, and just, the competition level is always going to be high, and it means a lot more when you get those wins.
Okay, so I got a very serious question next. We've talked a lot about some serious topics here, but you're from Texas, so you know a thing or two about some good barbecue, some good food. Were you able to get any of that good Nashville food, and how does it compare to out there in Texas?
Yeah, they definitely treated me one of my visits, so good taste of it, and I don't think it compares to Texas.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I'll say what is it about Texas barbecue? What is it? The sauce? Is it it's just special, or what is it?
It's just different. You gotta be there.
It's just cut from a different cloth, I guess. I haven't gotten to experience it yet. I went to Dallas and had some barbecue. I must have not gone to the right spot because I was still partial to Tennessee barbecue, I've got to say.
We need to show Colin the places though. But if you need to go to Martin's Barbecue, if you haven't been there yet, I think that'll change your mind because that's a pretty nice spot. So when you get down here, we'll definitely have to get you there. But Colin, thanks again for coming on, man. And again, this is something where Vandy fans are excited. So we want you to know that, and maybe down the road we'll get you back on the show. But thanks for taking the time, and good luck this year with Compass Prep. And I'm sure hopefully we'll be seeing you on ESPN too.
Yeah, yes, sir.